I'm sorry, I should zoom that other one in a little bit. I just got spaced out. That's what I am. I mean, I just traveled down rain all day, 6 hours plus in it and everything, and I really haven't eaten very much correct and this and that. And what is going on here? I'm not even seeing my face very well. How is the lighting that bad right there? But whatever, if I have to, I'll do it again. When I look at it, I agree that the lighting is quite strange. It says shadow over here. I got a light on just right over there, and the ones behind me make, whatever. So this is about being at the White House today, and their parking was so pitiful and this and that and everything. But anyway, being at the White House today and getting on this bullhorn. Yes, a bullhorn with it up loud. Can you hear? I got to turn it on. Does it sound pretty loud now? I had no place I would like to demonstrate. But anyway, I bought this thing. That was one of the reasons I went up to D.C. And after I got up there, I decided I didn't need to do it. But I actually think I cheated Donald Trump. I think I cheated out of his presidency. It would be well that he knew that Rosh Hashanah is not being celebrated at the right time. And it would have been well that he knew that today, the new moon, the most perfected time, new moon, at 6 a.m. this morning, and that the obelisk was going to be eclipsed at 6:42:43 in a most perfected way, that if it was bright enough and no clouds, it would cast a shadow of the Washington Monument onto the Capitol building, and supposedly the point was supposed to strike in a certain spot. I'm having a hard time getting any information away from the Masons or from the Masons or this or that, finding out anything about this. It's a mute subject. Somebody doesn't want us to know and this and that and everything. But the brief look into this and that and everything, this is what I found out. And now, between September the 17th and March the 25th, the winter months, the sun is low enough that it eclipses the Washington Monument every evening as it's setting. Just lower down the obelisk. It just slowly goes down the obelisk. And a longer shadow possibly is cast down the mall and onto the Capitol building. I have not found any records of this. I don't know why the Masons didn't do any documentation. They spent all that time, all that money, all that labor, all that to finish it and dedicate it on February the 21st, 1885, 33 days from the first perfected eclipse on March the 25th, the second one being September the 17th, but this being Constitution Day. The Masons did this specifically. They were that good. They were that honorable. They were that skilled, to do it. They did it. And there's a story behind it. No one's telling the story. There's a lot of mystery here. Has mankind forgotten about mysteries? Yes, he has. Yeah, a lot of people don't care about mysteries anymore. They care about going and shopping and this and that and that and this. They can't even sit down and read a mystery, much less hear one. They certainly can't go try to follow it and find out deeper into it. It's just sad. You guys getting warped by the TV maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's I'm that's warped. But here again, I've documented it, got good documentation, trying to prove my point. Rosh Hashanah, the fact that here, a new moon, it'd be another 19 years before you can honor the Washington Monument with a new moon. And I looked, and it wasn't quite as perfected as this new moon. You all missed it. Do you understand that? I was there, I was going to stop at the White House this morning, use the bullhorn, and try to convince all the people around on the outside of the White House who could hear me convince them that they were making a serious mistake with Rosh Hashanah and the eclipse on that day, whether it's cloudy or not. You know, my perception is that if you had the right people up on the right platform and were almost engaging in the right ceremonies, that you could actually pray and the good Father could possibly split the clouds open just enough for that to happen. I'm sorry. Even with the clouds this morning, I had that perception. Well, I must have chickened out on the perception, because I ended up, after going around down there and seeing hardly anything going, having a real hard time finding parking spaces. The thing is, you find all the parking spaces, but none of the meters were working, and you didn't know whether you could get towed away. And it's just like, well, they may have a vengeful tow driver that only towed away out-of-state tags. I don't know. I wasn't going to take a chance of leaving my car and it being towed away where it looked like it would be almost astronomically not so, you know. It just looked like but I couldn't risk it. Having to find out where it was towed, pay the cost, have somebody drive me down there and get it, and this and that, spend another day there, maybe even 2 days for the hotel room and this and that and everything. Like I was going to do that? No. So Washington, D.C. was incompatible to me. I know the parking garages. Yeah, you're right. The parking garages. But there was a reason. There's a reason. So there's the longest enough video here to explain my situation. So you all have a good one. Take care. I'm sorry it took so long, but we'll see how it did. I might have to do another one. But tomorrow I hope to have this up before everybody starts the real Rosh Hashanah, what they think is the fake Rosh Hashanah. I'd like to have this up before 5 o'clock tomorrow. Who knows? The little lady could be busy. It's a Friday. We'll see. You all take care.